What happens when a wise old oak calls upon a group of unlikely forest friends to build something extraordinary? Join Luna, Milo, Lily, and Skylar as they embark on an extraordinary journey of teamwork, trust, and unity. But will their differences help them succeed or tear them apart? In the heart of an ancient forest, a whisper of a dream stirred among the trees. This forest, vast and alive, stretched over mountains, weaved through valleys, and kissed the shores of shimmering lakes. It was a place where diverse habitats coexisted in harmony, each teeming with life, from the dense, humid canopy of the rainforest to the cool, tranquil depths of a crystal-clear pond. Here, under the watchful gaze of the towering oaks and whispering pines, a remarkable tale of unity was about to unfold. At the center of this tale was a grand old oak tree, the oldest and wisest in the forest. Its branches spread wide like the arms of a guardian, and its roots ran deep, touching the lives of every creature that dwelled within its shadow. This oak had witnessed countless seasons and was a silent keeper of the forest's secrets. One day, as the sun filtered through its leaves, casting a golden glow on the forest floor, the oak felt a stirring, a vision of something beautiful and unifying. A treehouse that would serve as a symbol of love, care, trust, and togetherness. Luna, a curious and gentle deer who roamed the verdant meadows at the forest's edge, was the first to hear the oak's whisper. Luna's home was a tapestry of wild flowers and soft grasses, where butterflies danced and bees hummed a constant lullaby. The meadow was a place of serenity, where the sky seemed to stretch out forever, painted in hues of blue and pink. Luna was known for her kind heart and gentle spirit, always ready to help her fellow creatures. As she grazed on the tender shoots one morning, she felt a call deep within her, urging her toward the ancient oak. Meanwhile, in the depths of the dense rainforest, Milo the monkey swung from vine to vine, his agile body a blur among the emerald leaves. The rainforest was a world of perpetual twilight, where the canopy above was so thick that the sunlight barely reached the forest floor. It was a symphony of sounds, the croak of frogs, the call of exotic birds, and the rustle of unseen creatures in the underbrush. Milo was mischievous and playful, always seeking adventure and new experiences. As he chattered with his friends high in the treetops, he too felt the oaks beckoning and turned his gaze toward the distant meadow. In the cool, tranquil pond nestled between two hills, a family of beavers worked diligently on their dam. The pond was a place of stillness and reflection, its waters so clear that the sky and trees were mirrored on its surface. Lily the beaver was the youngest in her family, but she was the most inventive, always dreaming up new ways to improve their lodge. The pond was her sanctuary, a place where she felt at peace. One afternoon, as she floated on her back, contemplating the clouds, she sensed the oak's call and felt a tug at her heart, urging her to explore beyond the familiar waters. From the rocky cliffs that overlooked the forest, an eagle named Skylar soared high above, her sharp eyes scanning the land below. The cliffs were rugged and majestic, a stark contrast to the lush greenery of the forest. Here, the wind whistled through crevices, and the sun warmed the stone, creating a perfect haven for birds of prey. Skylar was a solitary creature, valuing her independence and the freedom of the skies. Yet, as she glided effortlessly on a thermal, she heard the oak's call, a whisper on the wind that spoke of unity and togetherness. One by one, these animals, each from their unique habitat, made their way to the grand old oak. Luna, Milo, Lily, and Skylar gathered at its base, their hearts filled with curiosity and a sense of purpose. Welcome, my friends. The oak's deep, resonant voice echoed through their minds. I have called you here because I believe you possess the qualities needed to build something extraordinary. A treehouse that will symbolize our forest's unity and love. It will be a place where all creatures can come together, share their stories, and find comfort and companionship. The animals exchanged glances, their eyes shining with excitement and determination. They knew this task would not be easy, but they also understood the importance of what the oak had envisioned. Each of them brought unique skills and perspectives, and together they could achieve something truly magical. Luna stepped forward first, her soft brown eyes filled with resolve. I can help gather materials from the meadow, she offered. There are plenty of strong grasses and wildflowers that we can use for weaving and decorating. Milo grinned, his eyes sparkling with mischief. I'll gather vines and branches from the rainforest, he said. I know all the best spots to find sturdy materials that can support the structure, she said. I've built plenty of lodges and dams, so I know how to make it strong and secure. Skylar perched on a low branch, her keen eyes surveying the group. I'll scout from above and find the best location for the treehouse, she said. I can also help gather materials from the cliffs and ensure we have a safe and stable place to build. With their roles decided, the animals set off on their respective missions, their hearts filled with hope and determination. Luna trotted back to the meadow, her delicate hooves barely making a sound on the soft earth. She carefully selected the strongest grasses and the most vibrant wildflowers, weaving them into bundles that she carried back to the oak. Milo swung through the rainforest with ease, his nimble fingers selecting the sturdiest vines and branches. He worked quickly, his movements a blur of energy and enthusiasm. He gathered everything he needed and returned to the oak, his arms laden with materials. Lily dove into her work with passion, using her sharp teeth and clever paws to shape the logs and branches into a solid foundation. She worked tirelessly, her mind focused on creating a structure that would stand the test of time. Skylar soared high above, her sharp eyes scanning the landscape for the perfect location. She found a sturdy branch high in the oak, one that was wide and flat enough to support the treehouse. With a few powerful beats of her wings, she returned to the group, her heart swelling with pride at the sight of their progress. As the days turned into weeks, the animals worked together tirelessly, their efforts fueled by a shared vision and a growing sense of camaraderie. They learned to communicate and trust one another, overcoming obstacles and challenges with patience and understanding. One day, as the sun began to set, casting a warm golden glow over the forest, the treehouse was finally complete. It was a beautiful structure, made from the finest materials the forest had to offer. The walls were woven with grasses and vines, and decorated with vibrant wildflowers that added a splash of color. The foundation was strong and secure, built with the skill and precision that only Lily could provide. The location was perfect, offering a stunning view of the forest below and the sky above. The animals gathered beneath the oak, their hearts swelling with pride and accomplishment. They had done it. They had built something truly extraordinary, a symbol of unity and love that would stand as a testament to their efforts. The oak's voice echoed through their minds once more, filled with warmth and gratitude. You have done something truly remarkable, it said. This treehouse will serve as a place of refuge and companionship for all creatures of the forest. It will be a symbol of our unity and the love we share for one another. Thank you, my friends, for your hard work and dedication. Luna, Milo, Lily, and Skylar looked at one another, their hearts filled with a sense of accomplishment and deepened bonds of friendship. They knew that they had created something far greater than just a treehouse. They had forged a connection that would last a lifetime. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow over the forest, the animals climbed into the treehouse, their hearts filled with joy and contentment. They shared stories and laughter, their voices mingling with the sounds of the forest around them. At that moment, they knew that they had found something truly special, a place where they belonged, a place where they were loved and accepted for who they were. And so, under the watchful gaze of the grand old oak, the treehouse became a haven of love, care, trust, and togetherness, a testament to the power of unity and the beauty of friendship. The forest thrived, its creatures living in harmony, each one knowing that they were part of something greater, something magical. And the oak stood tall, its branches reaching for the sky, a silent guardian of the love that bound them all together. As the seasons changed, the treehouse stood as a beacon of unity in the forest. Animals from every corner of the woodland came to visit, drawn by the stories of the treehouse built through collaboration and love. Each visitor added their unique touch, bringing gifts and mementos from their habitats to decorate and enhance the treehouse. From the marshlands, frogs brought water lilies and reeds, weaving them into the structure to add a touch to their watery home. Birds from the treetops added colorful feathers and woven nests, creating cozy corners where smaller creatures could rest. Even the elusive foxes from the dense underbrush contributed, bringing soft moss and fragrant herbs to line the walls and floors, filling the air with a soothing aroma. The treehouse became more than just a structure. It became a living, breathing part of the forest, a place where all were welcome. It hosted gatherings and celebrations, where animals shared stories and wisdom, passing down traditions and forging new ones. It was a place of learning and growth, where the young could learn from the old, and all were welcomed.